Why is management important in Nigeria today? This is the first thing we want to look at in the course Introduction to Management. It's a course that is popular. Management is important in Nigeria today because Nigeria has a lot of assets and resources, and we rarely ever utilize these resources to the best of our ability. We have oil, we have gas, so many plants, so many raw materials, gold. We are a very prosperous nation. So the question is, what is happening in the country? Why are we not seeing the benefits of these things that we are enjoying? When you look at a country like Ghana, you look at a country like other African countries who have way less than we do, they seem to be doing better. It's not because they have more resources, it's because we are not managing our own resources as well as we should. And the day we learn management is very important, the day we understand the principles of management and put it into practice, we will find out that we will do better as a country. And this is one of the major reasons that management is important in Nigeria today. Many businesses also fail because they're not being managed properly. The businesses start up well, they have customers, and after some time they start going down the drain because management is not done properly. This is why people have challenges with their business, and businesses fail for this reason. So this is the second reason why management is very important in our society today. It helps us to succeed in our businesses and ensure that things continue the way they're supposed to. The fact of the matter is that real success can be achieved in our business if we manage them properly. So let's go through the steps again. Number one, we have a lot of resources in this country. We need to imbibe the habit of management so that we can manage these resources effectively. That is one. Number two, most businesses fail in Nigeria because they're not managed properly. So when we start and understand the principles of management and we put this into practice, we will start succeeding more in our business ventures. It will help us to enjoy the resources that we have even more. If businesses are well managed in Nigeria, things will start on time. You will get your deliveries on time. You will get your food the way it's supposed to taste. Every light will be working, or at least you will know when you have light and you wouldn't have light. Just imagine that you have something like NEPA being managed properly. They will tell you you will have light from 6 to 5, so ensure that whatever you want to do with lights, you can do it during that period. How nice would that be? That will happen when things are being properly managed. So it's important that we understand the importance of management to our society now, so that whatever principles we talk about later in this course, it will help us to appreciate its use in reality. And we won't just be talking about concepts that are vague and abstract. Management is a wonderful thing. It's a good thing. It's important in the country for these main reasons. So you should think about how you could answer such a question if it was put to you. Why is management important? Why do I have to study management? Why do we have to go through this process of, developing our managerial skills, learning all these courses? Why do we have to do it? You can answer that question by saying, it will help Nigeria to become a better place. It will help me to succeed in my business. It will prevent me from failing. The principles of management we're studying here would help us to achieve greater things. It will give our customers more satisfaction. It will help the society to be maintained and work properly. If you look at somebody who has managed his time, managed his life properly, you would see that everything is going well for him. Some people think it's just about getting more money. No. How do you manage the money you have? How do you manage the resources you have? When we learn these principles of management, we will learn how to manage things better and make better use of the resources that we have at our disposal. What happens when a business Let's look at the next point. What happens when a business is not managed properly? Things will start to deteriorate. There's a law in nature that anything that is left stagnant, everything that remains the way it's supposed to, without being touched, without being attended to, it will gradually decline. Understand this: if you leave something the way it's supposed to, just keep your cap like I'm wearing, I just keep it on the table for 10 years, I will come back and it will not be the same. It will deteriorate. That's how most things happen. If you leave your garden for a long time, it will deteriorate. If you leave your business and you set everything once and everything is functioning fine, and you don't manage that business on a regular basis, you don't go there, inspect what is happening, check what is happening, see how you can improve things or stop things, that business will gradually decline. A business is not something you can fix, or anything in life really. It's not something you just fix once and it will work for you forever. Most things deteriorate and decline. So when a business is not managed properly, things start going backwards. For you to keep things running properly, it takes a lot of work. We're not even talking about improving on the things. For you to ensure that things remain the way they are supposed to be, you need to put in a lot of effort to make it work. If you decide you want to do a new hairstyle, you realize that it takes effort and energy to ensure that that thing remains the way it's supposed to be over time. Because when you do it the first time, you find out that you have some challenges, you have to maintain some things, you have to add some things, remove some things, monitor and control it. We'll get into the definition of management after this. But then, understand what happens when you don't apply management principles. They slowly deteriorate and they go backwards. If you don't attend to your customers, find out how they are doing on a regular basis. You can't find out how they were doing in the first day you were doing business, and then you say you're going to work with that idea for the next 1 year. It doesn't work that way. That's not how management works. You have to keep on a daily basis, as regularly as possible, maintain and control your business so that it can stay at the level that it's supposed to. That is the most important thing about business. Its simplest term is maintaining the status quo, ensuring that things stay on a level, and then it's gradually improving that status quo. Because as we said earlier, if you leave things the way they are, they will slowly deteriorate. And second thing is, if you don't improve things, if you keep things, I said they will deteriorate. And I'm going to add one more point. If you maintain and keep things and don't gradually improve them, they will also deteriorate. So you need to put efforts to ensure that things don't deteriorate at a fast pace. And then you need to gradually improve it just to make sure that it stays the same. I'll give you an example. If you keep on driving a car, you will have to put energy to make sure that car does not break down. You have to service it on a regular basis and do all that. But then it gets to a point where you have to start improving the car, because the things will be, the engine part will start wearing and tearing. And as you get to a point where you can't just service it, you may need to start buying more parts for the car to improve the car, just for the car to keep on functioning. So you're not only you're going to maintain the car, and then you're going to start improving the car for it to stay the way it is. See why people get confused when we talk about management, or people don't take management seriously, because you feel maintaining it's enough. No, maintain the status quo and gradually improve it so that things are doing well. Things stay in business because things are made to deteriorate. You were born as a child, you keep on growing every day, and you get older every day until you get old and you pass on. That is nature. Everything has a time limit, expiry date. So the closer it gets to the expiry date, the more effort you have to put into managing it. When you're young, you can do everything, you can play, eat anything you want, don't take care of yourself. As you get older, you have to start putting more effort into taking care of yourself. Because your body may not be as strong as it used to be. And that is the idea of management. That is how management works. So when you understand this, you understand that you need to put more effort into managing something the older it gets if you want things to succeed. So our simple definition of management is maintaining and controlling and gradually improving anything. So you maintain the status quo, gradually improve it, and ensure that that thing stays in the realm you want it to be. If you want your business to be making 100,000 a month, you need to work on that business, maintain that money, and strive to get to 120 every month, or 120 as time goes on. Because if you remain at 100, inflation will creep up and that value will keep on reducing. You need to gradually improve your targets, your goals, your service, so that things can evolve. Because the older the business gets, the more attention it will need. If you don't keep on improving it gradually, it will still deteriorate. Maintain the status quo and gradually